Hello, hello. I am doing a live for the end of the month. Just sitting here thinking, what can I create? I want to create more with my butterfly stencils. And I'm going to do a fun background first. I'm using multi-surface paints, and I have a little bit of floating medium. And this is one stroke painting. I'm using multi-surface paint. So it's got a little sealer in it. You can go indoor, outdoor on all kinds of surfaces. I'm using a canvas board today, and I'm going to pick up just some fun colors on here. I'm going to use a little bit of water on my painter sponge. This is the one stroke painter sponge with sponges, and it just makes your background really quick for you. So I'm going to pick up some light colors first and just work those all in here. Put a little bit of yellow over here. What about a lot of yellow? All right, that's more than I wanted to have on here. So I just want you to see there's lots of abilities, things to accomplish with one stroke. We have all kinds of teachers around the country in different areas. So if you contact us on onestroke.com and asked us for a teacher in your area, we can help you get one that does online classes with you, helps you become a teacher if you want to be a teacher. All kinds of fun avenues. How many of you have ever thought, I would love to be able to create? And most of us have some kind of talent that we didn't know we had. And that's what's really fun. Hi, guys. It's nice to have y'all on. I am just wanting to, I sit here and thought, besides just doing my butterfly stencils and making me a couple samples by myself, I'm just going to come on and let you guys watch me create as we go here. All right, so I'm picking up, all right, magenta, daffodil yellow, multi-surface paint. This is my one stroke sponges. I'm picking up, this is actually an older one, so the new ones have a green on the background back here. So I don't want to confuse you. All right, now, one good thing to know is that we are putting the sponge this way, not out from the outside. When you come from the outside, watch this, you would have a hard line there. And I want it to be a faded line. So this fades it for you, this edge of the sponge, okay? So we're just going to come in here, keep picking up paint. I got a little bit of darker in here. Okay. And we're just going to come around. Let's get some neon color. Okay. A little bit of neon. And let's get some cobalt blue. Cobalt U or cobalt blue. All right. So these give you beautiful colors. And I am going to do butterflies with a few little blossoms. Okay, and this is a great canvas board for framing. Okay, there we go. And we can kind of leave a little bit of white in the middle maybe. Or we can come in there with another sponge. I had two sponges here. Let's see. And we can add a little bit of a lighter color in the middle. So let's add some white. Oops, that's a lot of white. All right. Now, whoops. Now that's what you don't want to do. See, I dropped water and it literally takes the paint off if you're not totally dry. All right. So let's come in here, put some white. All right. Pick up more white. And I'm going to rub this into whatever colors are out here. See that? And it's exactly what I said to you. This blends the color in on for you. Thank you for coming on, guys. If you have any questions, be sure that you ask. Okay. All right, we just want a yummy kind of background. And right there, it didn't become yummy anymore. All right, so I can come back in here with some yellow and tap it in here. Yellow and blue makes green. So I might not want that green color in there. Rub, and there we go. Okay, so that's just out of focus kind of background. And we might say ombre sometimes, okay? It gives you an ombre look. Is this a surprise demo? You didn't miss anything. What I decided to do is I was going to paint some butterfly samples, and then I decided I'm just going to go ahead and come on in front of people instead of sitting here by myself painting, which I do quite often. And so I just said we'll do it together. What do you think about that? All right. So I'm going to put some sap green in here. And I think I have enough of the other colors. Okay. Now I'm not in my double loader today. I'm just using whatever I've got here and just kind of get you some pretty fun looks here. So we're going to pick up and double load. I have no room on there to double load. We're going to go back and forth. Am I right-handed? Yes, this is a surprise. Great to catch you on today. Well, thank you. I think y'all might have seen me too much lately. I said, I want to do something I feel like doing. And I've been doing lots of landscapes. And I did a barn the other day. Lots of fun things. But I like lives because I get to just kind of freelance, do whatever I'm feeling like for the moment. All right, so see how we're putting that vine on is really easy. Just happened to catch this. So thank you, Cheryl. Well, I just happened to come on. I thought I'm just going to come on and paint, and I'm going to turn it on live. And if anybody happens to see me, then we will be there. You'll be able to be here while I'm creating. Okay, so we're chiseling. You can use an angle brush, or this is my 3/4 inch flat brush. Okay, so what I wanted to come here and do is we're going to do one of my one stroke leaves, which you blend, shade, and highlight in each stroke. All right, so we're going to come along here and make a longer leaf with a point like that. Isn't that pretty? All that pretty color? No such thing as too much. Thanks, Dave. All right. So I've been doing meetings all day. My head was hurting. I need to paint like 100 ornaments. And I decided I'm just going to come on and paint something I feel like painting. How's that sound? One stroke painting. I created this at my dining room table, raising my 7 children. So I couldn't work out of the house while I was working, but I was working in the home and create. And I sculptured Santas. I did all kinds of wonderful, fun things over the years. And then I created one stroke painting by necessity because I got orders for thousands of watering cans. And I had to paint. I created this technique because I had to paint blending, shading, and highlighting without lifting the brush. Can you see this? Because if you're on metal, it's enameled or galvanized metal. When you're on that and you base coat a color and then you go try to shade more colors in, it lifts the metal up. Okay, and lifts the metal up, lifts the paint up. The paint doesn't stay. So I want you to see that over the necessity of painting all those thousands. We did over 4,000 every week. My husband drove them to Atlanta and delivered them. And I had all my good friends at my house painting, and then we moved to a little mini warehouse. There we go. And I'm just rambling, sorry. All right, I have painted hundreds of rose paintings on paper canvas glass. And I have 8 on my wall. On my walls hanging. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, Kat. Yeah, I'm glad you guys caught me. Are y'all sitting there with your phones on or something? That's fun. All right, so see that's dried out. So I need it to feel like butter. Like when I'm stroking, I want it smooth as butter. Okay, so I'm going to bring it around like this and go right along there and get that piece of the YouTube notification. Oh, okay. That means y'all been here before, right? Okay, so let's come right along here. And I want you to see that just as quick, you can make leaves and blossoms and create something really pretty. Now, first of all, I thought that was a fun background color. What do y'all think? Kind of creative, fun look. All right, I was just wondering if I could get out a little bit to get a little bit of that shine off. The shine's still up there. All right, so then I'm going to paint. Let's not use such a big brush anymore. Let's use a 16 flat. And let's pick up some white, oops, and dioxazine purple or neon purple. Put some medium on here. All right. Okay, so I'm going to come right in here. Oops. You know what? I need more white. Now what I'm going to do is put a few flowers and then I'm going to pull out my stencil that I created with butterflies. And I want to try some different butterflies than I've done before and see what that looks like. All right, so we're going to wiggle out and slide back. Wiggle out, and it's wet on wet. So what you're doing is you're picking up paint as you go. And by putting pressure, you blend, shade, and highlight. Okay? So see, I'm going back and forth to pick up that paint. I'm going to put a few layers here. All right, we got little blossoms down there. And I can just put a little bit of yellow in the middle. Okay. And I'm not doing anything fancy because I want the fancy to be the butterflies. All right. So we're going to come right here and pick up some more white. And I want you to see that I just stroke right next to that. All right. So I could paint by myself or paint with you guys. So what do you think? Did I just paint with you guys next time I'm painting? Hi, waiting for paint to dry and saw you were on. Yay. That's what I'm saying. I was going to sit here and paint by myself and decided I've got friends out there that might pop on with me, right? Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of a rose out here. All right, I'm picking up lots of paint. I want it to be smooth as butter. Really smooth as you're putting that on. All right, and let's come in here and let's put some cobalt hue right here. And it's going to be a hydrangea. So I did a little bit of a purple flower, a rosebud, and now a hydrangea. Okay, so I moved down. Let's move to a 12. Okay, a 12 flat. Anything that you are looking for that I show you is on onestroke.com. Okay, so I want you to see that we're going to take little strokes. And y'all can probably see me get this white right here. Let's move this over. Let's move it over there. I'm just trying to hold it up so we don't get a glare. And I'm going to keep coming right here and picking up white. So look, we're going to go around the edges. I pick up little bits of white. Now, one thing I like to do is come in here. Love the background. Isn't that fun? All right. So thank you, Amani. So we're going to layer. Now we can do some things besides the layering. What I teach you each week here is all kinds of creative ways to do things that are in trend, do things that are nice, building your skills, and that you could sell or give away as gifts. Decorate your house. I always did it to decorate my house. Okay, so a little bit of hydrangea. All right. Hello, Mandy. Looks great already. Oh, thank you. All right. So we can also come in here and just pick up white and do a daisy. So I do it like a clock. So I lay out the clock, 12. I'm going to go over here to 3. And then go over here to 6. And then we're going to come this way till 9. And then go back to 12. All right. So then it lays out really easy for you to make fun little daisies. All right. I'm going to get a little bit bigger. There you go. And I'm going to use the handle of the brush. And we put a little bit here. Okay. So those are just a few that we can put in there. Isn't it fun? This is, I'm telling you, this is for a beginner to be able to paint quick and easy. If you go back and watch from the beginning, I used a sponge to get this fun background. And then that's not going to work. Okay, I tried. All right, so now what I want to do, I need to dry this for a few minutes. All right, all the tools and paint and all are right here on my site on onestroke.com. So I have a heat pen that makes some of the heavier stuff go really fast. All right, so we are going to, there we go. Making you sick, sorry. All right, so I'm trying to dry this. You just fill it. Oops, it's a little wet right there. All right, because what I want to do is I'm going to stencil, but this has to be dry first. Oops. Yeah, let me heat it one more time, and then we're going to put butterflies, okay? Okay, so I got these great stencil brushes. So I'm going to get out. I have 3 different sizes that come in my set. These are synthetic nylon, so they're really wonderful. Okay. Now I'm going to, I want to use a couple stencils. I'm going to have a larger one and then go to a smaller one. So I'm going to put this one here. And this is what I'm going to do first thing, guys. I am going to get a paper towel so I have an eraser to take off some of the paint. Okay, so we're going to put this right here and watch what happens. These are the new stencils I've created. That's not quite dry, but that's okay. So I'm going to take this larger one here and let's make it come this way so it's not quite on either flower. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I want to get white on this dry brush. See the white? All right. Now, finally, alive, I have time to watch. Okay. Uh, oh, from Maryland. Now I'm going to rub this off. Can you see? I'm going back and forth to rub this off. All right, so then I can come right here, and my stencils are made this way. I made them so you can come here with a pattern. All right, so we're going to go to the left and to the right, circle to the left and to the right, and we're going to come back and add more color back on. But right now, instead of trying to draw your own butterfly and not get both sides the same, I'm giving you a layout so that it's like a pattern. And I'm going to show you how this works. Me too, still have VHSs to see color, and all the gray and black and beige homes are starting to get depressing. Okay, that's a good thing. All right, so then I'm going to come here, and now we're not going to see this one too well because it's on a lighter white on white. So maybe what I'll do on this one is pick up a little bit of yellow. All right, so we go here and we're rubbing it off. This is key, and anybody who doesn't do this is going to have a mucky mess, I promise you. All right, so we're going to come right here. And what I'm doing is instead of drawing or tracing a pattern, I'm very quickly stenciling it with my new stencils. All right, and I have two different butterfly ones. One has dragonflies also. Now you barely can see this one, okay? But it's there because I want to be able to, let's put one more little one. All right, which ones did I use? There we go. Okay. All right, so let's put this little one way up here. And I'm going to go back with a little bit, with a little bit of white. Okay, a little bit more than that. And then we'll be ready to decorate these butterflies. Okay, I know you don't know yet, but you will. All right. So we're going to put that down because we're going to use it again in a minute. Now, what I'm doing is I'm taking the colors that I want, and we're going to probably need more like an 8 or a 10 in here. So I want to show you a couple of things. I'm going to get some yellow. All right. So this one, I can see my design here, and so I can put some yellow right there. So what's nice about this, I can move that yellow to right here too. All right, so we have yellow on both of those. And I'm just going to put a little teeny bit of yellow on the outside edge of here. It's funny, I still feel the heat from the heat pen. All right, so now down here, this big guy, this whole bottom area, I want it to be yellow. So because you have all the design already there, it's going to make this easy for you to come in here. All right, so let's put some yellow right here. So I just thought it'd be fun this afternoon to paint with you guys watching. I was going to make some samples for my workshop this weekend, and I thought I'll just go on and maybe you guys will come on and watch me, and you can ask me questions and I can create with my friends around. I really appreciate the sizes, creating variations of depth. I had to do that, different sizes, and you don't have to stencil. You can take a pencil around and draw the shapes. I made it that way too. So if you can separate, like I want to separate these segments, then you take the pencil line on the outside side because the butterflies have to be the same on each side. All right, so that makes it pretty important. All right, now let's come through here with some pinks. So I'm going to put the magenta with some neon pink. All right, and right in here, I want to put pink along in here and along in here, right? Both sides, remember? Now this is what we do with before I do all my detail or black painting on my colors, all that black design work that goes on top of butterflies. I'm showing you how to do kind of ombre looks, and then it makes it easier for you just to come in here and paint some other colors, put the detail on top, and we're done. All right, so let's go out here, and I'm going to put a little bit of pink right there, a little bit of pink right there. Okay, and then I'm going to work with some cobalt blue, or you, and we're going to add a little bit of white so it's bright. Okay, so we put some bright blue along here, and we are going to do some purple. I've got neon and purple here. Can you see that? Okay. Okay. So let's put on a little bit of neon right there, a little bit of neon right there. All right. Now, to finish this guy off before I come up with all the detail, I'm going to add some white with the yellow. And let's do another coat of yellow. Okay, and I want to get some darker looks in here, so I will in just a minute. All right, so all this doesn't look too hard, right? This part. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to grab some white, and we're going to put white around these little spots here. And that's what gives you a lot of good look in your butterfly, is putting that white in there, and all around here is some more nice looks. Okay, and then down in here and down in here. All right, so that gave you that one butterfly, and then we're going to let that dry. I'm going to go finish up here, and we're going to take floating medium and blue with some white. All right, so let's put some blue in here. All right. A little bit of blue along here. Okay, we can put some purple. This is neon purple. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of green way in here. All right, let's wipe that off. We did already put some yellow there, but let's grab some green with that yellow. Green and yellow. So don't go away. We have this pretty reveal coming up. All right, so this is just the shading that's going to happen with the butterfly. Well, thank you, Cindy. All right, so let's put some bright red. I'm going to come right in here. Put some brilliant red in there. And all in here. Okay. All right. And we're going to put a little bit more white. Let's put some white in here. And out here. A little bit of white along here. And then here. Okay, last one is we're just going to do this little guy, all purples and blues. All right, so we're going to come all the way in here. Now you're still seeing nice bright colors that you want to see. All right, so I'm going to show you that we pick up a little bit of blues. You can pick up aquas. All right, and I do put some white on the edges, but this, I got to get more white. As you notice, I keep picking up white. All right, so all the vivid colors in the background, I hope the butterflies don't look like that when I try it. Okay, look flat when I try it. Okay, I thought you said look like that. I'm like, okay, give me a chance. They get better. All right, so let's put some white. All right, and a little bit of dark in here. You see what happens in this area here where it goes against the body? You want them darker, okay, guys? And so you do see they're a little bit darker here. Put some green, a little bit darker in here. And then we're going to dry it and do this pretty reveal. Okay, I do like a little bit of yellow ochre, but since I don't have that right handy, I'm just going to add some green in here. Okay, now we have to dry this, so be patient for a minute, and then I'm going to show you how pretty these turn out. So far, we just did color like ombre in there, and then we're going to come back and get all the detail. See, this is my bee stencil. Look how the detail of these little legs are. Look at the little legs, all that little detail. So that happens really quick, and that's if you don't have a steady hand, you need that. Can the stencils only be bought online? They're pretty much, we sell them myself. I created them and sell them. And they are, is this the right one? These are brand new, so I'm trying to get adjusted to it. These are on my website, or you can email me, Donna on the Road at hotmail.com, and we'll work with you that way. But we have to ship them unless you live in Florida. All right, so I've got to line it up. And so this is what's going to happen. This one had white on it, so I'm going to wash that one. And here, where's my other stencil brush? Here we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do, remember you have to have this eraser here. So I'm going to pick up medium gray. Well, this is gray made by licorice and white. Okay, so I'm going to come all in here with a little bit of this color. All right, so we're just putting a little bit of gray to start with, and you can kind of see if you're liking it. It doesn't show too much, so I'm going to get a little bit more licorice, wipe it off, and then I'm going to come right in here, a little bit more. Okay, we're going to do the body. And we're going to come right in here. And we're going to do all the outside here. Left and right, so it gets into all the crevices. Turning to the left, to the right. So we can see if we're liking that. Can you start seeing the detail? Okay. Okay, we're going to come right around there. And we're going to do the same thing over here. We have a little bit of light. Okay, so we pick up black licorice. Wipe it off and put it back on. So I'd like to see, some of these are my very first time I've used this exact butterfly. I've done a few over and over and over, but that's why I needed to do this lesson today. And doing it in front of you guys was more fun than doing it in a quiet room. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so see, there we go. It's got all kinds of detail on it, and you can go back and add other highlights if you want. And then, what did she say? They are, I can never get two sides to match. So stencils or a pattern for my option. Yes, I like having a pattern instead of stenciling the whole thing, but this works. Okay, I'm going to line this up. There we go. All right, so I'm going to do the licorice part first, which is right here, the antennas and the body. Okay, you can go back and you highlight some of these later. And then on this one, I highlight, like I'm going to put some white and stuff in other areas. So I'm going to put some licorice tips. Okay, and a little bit of dark right here. And then we're going to put some white. So let's get white with a little bit of gray. So butterflies can be all kinds of beautiful colors. So that's why I wanted you to see how I lay this out, because then I put all the bright colors around on the outside of my design and put a little bit of white. All right, let's see what happens. There's another butterfly. Okay, so I put some gray and some white so it's not all black. Where's this little guy here? I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. There it is. There it is. Okay, this one's easy to see through, right? There we go. All right, we get the tips, body, and then we're going to put some gray in here. Left and right, we're getting all that detail in there. Okay, so one of the things I do, we got dragonflies and other butterflies, side views and stuff, is I'm going to come in here and just shade around. So what I would do is I could take my floating medium and a little bit of dioxazine purple. Okay, so I can come right along here. And I want you to see that we're going to shade the outside edge. So we're dioxazine purple. And we come right around. So look what happens. See how it starts shading it in there? And it gives you all that fun detail. Right around here. Okay, and then we're going to come to the other side. All right, and a little bit at the top. So now what's going to happen is I can put just a little bit of detail. So we've got his body with a little bit of white trim. Let's come down a little bit. All right. And then what's going to happen is we can come right in here and get some of this other shading. So if I picked up some white, I could come right around here. And a little bit around here. Okay. I also can add white along here because we have exactly where to put the white. All right, so see how that makes it nice right in here. It's all divided up for you. And we're going to put a couple right here, white, white. And I like to add a little bit of detail there and there. Okay, so there we go. All right, so what I'm going to do is let's look at this guy. Now, all you're doing is when you've got all the pattern there, you can pick what parts you want to highlight without using the other stencil on top, or you can do it just like I'm doing, and then I can come back easily and put detail in there. Oops, sorry. All right. So slide it. All right. And I want a little bit of white here, a little bit of white there. Okay, and then up here, 1, 2, I got a white along here, white along here, and I didn't do the antennas here, but I can put antennas in here. All right, so if we take our script liner, we can come in here. It's a 2 script liner. You touch and you pull. I'm not even on there, sorry. Touch and pull down. Just use it as a pattern and then color it in any way that you want to, guys. And I've done all the work for you with this stencil. Okay. And I can go around some of the white detail. All right, well, it makes it a lot easier when you know where everything goes. Now, so the bright background makes a difference for everything standing out. I think this red was too much, but I can easily change that on here. Nice surprise. Yeah, well, I just wanted to see if anybody's actually out there, and I was blessed. You are. So I'm going to put pink over that instead of red. I think it'll look better. So this is bright pink. And the whole ombre color, when we don't use too many colors, is really nice. Okay. Pull in the colors that match the flowers that you've chosen. Thank you for being on, guys. It's a treat. I gambled that somebody would show up. All right. So see, I think the pinks along there really made it. And I'm going to add some more pink in here. And then here. Does it turn out a little dark with just magenta? Those are the things I'm going to learn, and you will too as you're painting. If you go to my Pinterest, it's onestroke.com on Pinterest. I have all kinds of butterflies I've saved, all kinds of beautiful colors. So go check them out. They make it really easy for you to pick out colors that you want. But I can't stop and go look while I'm working with y'all. So I'm going to just do what I have here to do. Alrighty. So a little bits of detail. Hello, hello. And this is a one-stroke live demo. And I'm working with my new butterfly stencils. And you can take and do lots of line work, add some, leave some off. And these are already there if you want to use those, or you can use a pencil, you can draw it on. All right, so this is what I wanted to share with you guys today as I was creating some samples for you guys that just came on. I thought I would do it in case somebody's out there that would come on and watch me, so I'm not just sitting here by myself. And sometimes that works, right? All right, sometimes I like to make the tail a little bit bigger. Now you see the detail I'm going to get? I'm going to take and make it inky streaks in here. And I want you to see. Okay, so look. At that side compared to this side, I'm losing my voice. Okay, I just had a joint injection, so I have to take it easy so I can sit and paint in my recliner on your quick demos. So loved it. Oh, I hope that you're feeling better, honey. Between you and your husband, you don't need any more pain, right? Right, so I'm just playing around with it, but you can see that you can leave it at any time. Thank you. I like being the bomb. Sometimes that's a good thing. All right, so I think these colors I got better now that I'm doing the pinks. I think that looks better. And butterflies, some of you are very good at liner work and some of you struggle. Sometimes I struggle if I've got shakes going on. But what's really nice about this is that you can take and just touch up little spots and make them like amazing. So I will post this when Michelle gets a chance to pop it up for me. But you can go back if you missed part of this and you want to watch me create this little painting from start to finish. Just go back and rewatch it. It's under live on my banner at the top where it says live. That's where you get all my live demos. All right. So go check them out and I'll see you next time. All righty. Thanks for sharing. Oh, look, for being on, let me show you. You can get this $10 off any $50 or more that you purchase until December 11th. And when you check out of onestroke.com, you put 9, 50, 10. Okay. And if you're one of my One Stroke Advantage members, you get 20% off every order you do on my site. With the you've got to use the codes that are on our membership site, okay? and that will give you 20% off anything. We got all kinds of patterns, packets, and more. So go check it out. All my brushes, this new stencil, anything that you might want to try out with painting, I have it there. And I've got some great new surfaces. So just go click surfaces, and they're great prices. All right. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.